evening, downtown Val Brown. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Val Brown. Okay, can you hear me now?
I know.
And today, there's not a lot of women here, but I'm going to tell you about the 3 stages of womanhood. The first stage is now called Gap. It's a young and pretty stage. You know, you have everything, everybody loves you, everybody wants to be with you, and it's such a good time in your life. But there, you know, there's a lot of differences between me and this generation. You're young and hip, I'm old and hippie. You go to nightclubs after 10 p.m. I go to happy hours and I'm home by 7 p.m. You have tattoos and body piercing, and I thought I was brave getting my ears pierced at 30. You fall in love with every couple of weeks. I date old men. You have great sex. I wish I had great sex once in a while. Even your baby fat is cute. Baby, my fat is everywhere, but I prefer to be called fluffy, not fat. And it really should be called, because not everyone is young and pretty. Sometimes we should call it the yam stage, the young maturing. Because sometimes it takes everybody a little bit longer to get those bumps and curves that men like so much. So you may not be pretty in the beginning, but you become pretty later. So I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings with that. But now we're going to talk about CMM, the cranky menopausal mean, and this is me. Okay, I have these hot flashes all the time. It's incredible. I mean, they're just all day, all night. And I had one recently. I was driving, and my GPS fell off the dashboard, and it fell down. And I thought, that's okay, I know where I'm going. So I let it lay, and I'm getting hotter and sweatier, and I mean, I have pools between my legs, and there's rivers down my back. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is the worst hot flash of all times. And then I looked down, and my GPS has landed on my seat warmer. So it wasn't the worst one. And then there's the crying. I've never been such a crybaby in all of my life, but I cry at everything. I cry at commercials, I cry at weddings, I cry at babies. I cry for food that I can't eat because I already eat too much food. And recently I had one of my men friends who said, did I say something to make you cry? Of course you did. No, he didn't, but you know, it sounded good. Make him take the blame for it. And what else do we have? Okay, then we have shifting body fat over the age of 50. And you know, there's women out in the audience, I'm sure you don't have shifting body fat. Good for you. You know what? I haven't. And you know, there's a lot of women out there who don't have a man. Well, you know, that might be good. That you're not stuck with one. I mean, because when you have a man, they cling to you like Velcro. And, you know, and then we have the ranting and raging certain days of the month when you get your period. And I think the best thing to do when you're menopausal like this is just to stay in bed and suffer silently. But I am a self-proclaimed sex goddess, and you can be one too, women. You can. I feel it from the tips of my toes, maybe to the tops of my knees. But if I can make you believe I'm a sex goddess, then you can believe in it yourself too. Let me tell you, there's lots of old and young men out there that want me. My calendar is full now. It is. I don't look at months anymore. I look for days off. I date young men, and you know, they have so much energy. They want sex all night long. All I want is to put on some face cream and a baggy t-shirt and sit in my bed alone with a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. That's what I want. And but I like dating the older men too, because they're, you know, you rub them a little bit and tell them how much they excite you, and they fall asleep. And then I can have my Ben & Jerry's also. So that part is good. So then we have the SSG, the third stage, the final stage, 70 and soon to be gone. This is the stage of invisibility for women and men. You know, the only time that people notice you is when they want you to pass them something or they want you to get out of your way. It's just a fact of life. But that's okay. These women, they're living their lives like it's the last day on the earth. But you know, you should tell them to slow down because they're spending your inheritance. And this is also the stage when you become saggy and grateful. What used to point up and out now sags. And what used to be easy and taken for granted, well, now you're grateful for everything. And I do like dating older men, as I said, men in their 70s. Though some of them do have a curfew. They have to be home by 8, well, they have to be back in the nursing home by 8 p.m. And men in their Viagra, oh my goodness. Who has an extra 4 hours in their day? You know, these men, and yes, they can get an erection, okay, they can. But can their heart, does their heart have the stamina for it? I don't know, some of these men, they get these penis erections, and the only thing that's firm on them is their erection and the polygrip. Nothing else is firm, just that. But these are the men of the 70s, the rock and roll stars that I used to date during the 70s, during the sex, rock and roll, drugs days when I lived in LA. Well, they might be. Actually, they are. I'm still dating rock stars from the 70s, but now they're in their 70s. Thank you. I'm done.
Val Brown, give it up for her. Back to the 70s, man.